Hey there, boys and girls, it's Miss Peppers. Welcome to the art room. Today we're learning about artist Wayne Thibaud, and I showed the students some of his artwork and how he loves to paint and draw desserts. So we're gonna do this fun project, and I'm gonna show you a demonstration of the steps, okay? So we're gonna start with a big plain sheet of white paper, and I would say to have more space to cover with the textured shaving cream mixture, you're gonna need to do the drawing really big. So we're gonna start with oil pastels, a black oil pastel, and very, very simple shapes. So you're gonna push very hard with your oil pastel and draw a triangle. So I have one triangle, and you might wanna do 2 or 3. If you wanna do a cupcake too, you can. Maybe I'll do 2 cupcakes on the sides. So I'm just adding a square on the sides. There we go. And then I'm gonna complete my ice cream by adding another simple shape, just a circle on top. And I'll kind of do like a wavy line and then another wavy line. That way it matches. And I'll do 2 cherries, circle, stem, circle, stem. Just to kind of give my composition a little bit more, I'm gonna add a horizon line behind, and that's where either the sky meets the ground or the table meets the wall. It's where 2 things meet behind the object. So now I have my composition. If you wanted to add some lines for texture, but the most important thing is to make sure that you're pushing really hard with your oil pastel. Now I have the drawing. We're gonna worry about painting it later. I think next I'll just show you the shaving cream mixture that I made. This is from yesterday, so it's kind of like yucky, but you can either use food coloring or you can use liquid watercolors. And so I just poured a little bit of the liquid watercolor in there. Oops. And then I also mixed a glue. I don't have my glue around, but those glue bottles that don't squeeze anything out anymore, they're hard to open, I just dumped the rest of them in there, and then I already added my glue. And then I add a little bit of shaving cream, and it makes it fluffy. And when the composition is dry, it dries fluffy. So I mix it up, which is kind of fun for them to look at and watch, and they're gonna get to scoop it onto their dessert themselves. All right, so you just kind of have to play around with the mixture. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. This is the fun part. All right, so now it's ready, and then you just wipe it on and dip and wipe it on. Try not to get it all over your hands, that's why we have a paintbrush. And then this one, I'm gonna mix up and add my shaving cream. And then on the next day, when all of this shaving cream dries, it's gonna dry and give your composition some texture because it's gonna be like raised up a little bit above the surface of your paper. Ooh, kind of looks yummy. All right, there we go. And if you wanna add, like on this composition, I added pom-poms for the cherries. You could add like brown yarn if you wanted to for the waffle cone. So you just basically paint it on there, and if you wanted to, you could give some students options of different size paintbrushes. I might put a small paintbrush in there too for small spaces. So basically that's it. And then on the first day, you either do this or you can do the painting first, but they're so excited to use the texture shaving cream that I'll do this first, and then we'll let it dry. On the second day, we'll go in and we'll use watercolors and finish painting and filling up our space. So that's the project. I hope you guys enjoy.